I need 40.
Clowns.
Call 911.
Where's the button, Jen? What is this? What
kind of phone is it?
The horror film Clown in the Cornfield is by Eli Craig. He did the amazing Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. It is the latest in a long line of scary clown movies. Of course, the greatest one, with the biggest shoes to fill, is, no, not that one, Killer Klowns from Outer Space. They take every horror staple and clownify it. The blob arrives in a meteorite. The clowns arrive in a circus tent. In Invasion of the Body Snatchers, people are encased in pods. In KKFOS, they are wrapped in cotton candy. Finally, to kill a zombie, you need to shoot them in the head. With Killer Klowns, go for the shiny red nose. The original creators are pitching a new 8-part series where we travel to the clown planet. Clowns.
We would visit different hospitals and entertain the children there. And we didn't entertain them with handcuffs or anything like that. All we used was balloon animals and small toys and stuff like that.
You probably know that the serial killer John Wayne Gacy was also known as the Killer Clown, because when he wasn't murdering young men, he was entertaining kids as Pogo the Clown. What you may not know is that during his 14 years on death row, he churned out over 2,000 paintings, including 230 of himself as Pogo, 10 Elvises, 18 Hitlers, but just one of his ranch house. The house painting was listed for $175,000 because it is a prize for those looking for murderabilia. It includes the crawl space where 26 bodies were found. Johnny Depp and Marilyn Manson have both bought Gacy art. Clowns. Kids love Ronald McDonald. One survey found that 96% of children could identify Ronald. The only fictional character to score higher was Santa Claus. So why don't you see him anymore? He just disappeared. The truth is, it was the 2016 clown panic. You remember all those sightings of creepy clowns hanging out in the woods or on the side of the road? Many believed it was a publicity stunt for the upcoming It movie, but it was actually started by another scary clown movie called Gags. In the end, there were sightings in nearly every U.S. state, 9 provinces in Canada, and 18 other countries. Clowns were no longer kid-friendly, and McDonald's booted Ronald McDonald with what I imagine was an oversized clown shoe. Clowns!
Look what you've done to me!
He looks just like me!
Did you ever notice how much Krusty the Clown looks like Homer? That's not a coincidence or plain laziness.
Burn that seat!
The original plan was for Bart to one day discover that Krusty is actually Homer in disguise. Finally, Homer would earn the respect he so desperately wants from his son. It never happened, but they did do an episode in season 6, Homie the Clown, in which Homer becomes a Krusty impersonator and ends up in deep with the mob.
I am confused.
Good one, Krusty!
Oh, crap.
Clowns. Heath Ledger's brilliant Joker didn't come without a cost. Before filming, Heath Ledger locked himself in a motel room for 43 days. He wanted the isolation a prisoner feels to drive him crazy. During this time, he created a scrapbook for himself that was filled with horrible stories and disturbing drawings. He would use this to get in character before a scene. He didn't want the face paint to be overdone, so he bought cheap grease paint makeup, which wears off when you sweat. That's why it's often running throughout the movie. He looked so scary that he freaked out Michael Caine, who was supposed to have lines here, but forgot them all when he entered. During the interrogation scene, he insisted Christian Bale really beat him up. You can see the tiles breaking here. Jack Nicholson had warned him that the role of Joker would haunt him. Sure enough, Heath Ledger couldn't sleep and was taking medication for depression and anxiety. He died before editing of the film was even finished.
All it takes is a little push.
Clowns. Achille Chateaubriand was a clown called the French Tickler. I know, maybe they were named after him, but I doubt it. By all accounts, he was a mediocre clown. He died in 2012 and left specific instructions in his will. He was to be embalmed, put in his clown outfit from a 1906 Shriners Parade, his full clown makeup was to be applied, and then he was to be displayed in a glass coffin for everyone to see. Up until 2022, you could have seen the 113-year-old clown corpse, but now it is being sold to a private collector, possibly to use as a super creepy coffee table. Clowns. And that's all there is to know about clowns.